Hello, we've just finished watching week 3 of Australian Survivor season 12. And I reckon we just get straight into it because people have got reactions about the episode that we've just seen.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
Katie? You
Katie's
feeling
sad.
Stupid.
You feeling a bit sad?
Yeah, but it's stupid. It's not. I don't even think it's Survivor. Everything's just making me cry at the moment. So that's stupid.
Don't tell Tez that. Tez is a super fan. He'll watch this one day and he'll be, pleased that you felt very sad.
I was rooting for the underdog, especially when he said he wasn't that stupid and he was going to show them.
Yeah,
he just didn't have anybody on his side to show them with.
I haven't seen a lot of seasons, Katie, but there's only been one time where people were treating someone like they were stupid and they completely were not stupid. And this wasn't it.
I feel like I said in the messages, I just feel like they were picking on the runt.
I do feel like that.
He's not going to win. No offense, Tez. But I didn't Faith was so rude to him when they came back after the last one.
Well, let's talk about Faith then, how nasty she is. She's very nasty.
I'm not a fan. I liked her in the beginning.
I didn't like her. Then I liked her. Now I don't like her.
I thought she was kind of smart. Yeah, well, I didn't love when she said she homeschooled all her children like a psychopath.
That's the thing that turned me off straight away.
But I liked her and thought she was being smart playing with Mark, but I thought she wouldn't actually be playing with Mark. I thought she'd be a bit smarter to not have such an alliance where she does everything he says. But I also think she is kind of stronger than him, if that makes sense, in that alliance. He thinks he's the top dog, but really it's Faith. Because she's got the girls on her side too. But she's just mean. And I don't think you need to be that mean.
Yeah, I thought she was going to say something under her breath or whatever as he was going out as well. I'm glad she at least held her tongue. But she couldn't even say bye.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of mean people, Aisha was kind of mean.
What, your favourite?
This episode, yes. And I was kind of disappointed when she was commenting about when they were at the end of the challenge. That's right. She was commenting about something about Simon or something or other. She didn't. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what she said. I was just
and Faith.
Oh, I can't remember.
It was to do with Simon and Faith winning.
Oh, okay.
The challenge where they had the things above their head, holding it together in pairs. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. It makes me wonder, what have we not seen that? Yeah, because I don't think we've had heads up before that she either didn't like them or that something that they did rubbed them the wrong way. It's not like they were being antagonistic on the mat as far as we could see.
She wants Simon out after Brooke, though.
That's true. That is true. And actually,
speaking... Oh, maybe that's it, yeah.
Oh, I lost my train of thought. No, it's gone.
It didn't take long to lose your train of thought.
I mean, nobody even interrupted you, really, but okay.
Sometimes it has to come out straight away or it's just gone, okay?
you kind of paused then like Simon did when he asked why he took Jackson away.
What an idiot. What an idiot. It's like, mate, if you're going to do that, you'd better have a story prepared.
Have a story prepared.
Lie. He could have just said, well, I just wanted to get the upper hand or something. I mean, of course, everyone knows what he was doing.
I just wanted to see where he was at. Oh my God, it was so stupid.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're better off just lying, facing it front on. Like when Brooke got the idol and she sort of joked about having 6 idols now or something. It's like... She sort of dismissed it by going the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I interrupted.
No, there were so many things and the fact that Simon was supposed to throw the challenge, the fire challenge, and he didn't. It's just like, God, you're an idiot.
I think they kind of knew that
Do you
he
think
didn't really want to. I can't remember whether he's got history of not wanting to throw them before, because he's a competitive kind of guy. So I think they were already nervous that he wouldn't.
But they sent him in
Okay.
anyway.
Well,
I
did they?
feel
They
like
kind of he kind of put his
also
hand up.
didn't want to because he didn't want to choose between. I
Mm.
feel like they didn't want to choose between. He didn't want to choose, sorry, between Brooke and Aisha.
Ah,
That was my feeling because he was indecisive when they were going.
maybe.
He had made the Beauty and the Beast club thing, and then he was like, "But I don't know."
Okay, I remembered the other thing. So we were talking about how suddenly some people had it out for Aisha, and how Aisha was speaking negatively about Simon and Faith. What about
Yeah,
Jackson and friggin' Caleb? What the friggin' hell did that come from? It's like, what?
Jackson
that was
just really
stupid.
got under his skin. Yeah, I'm not sure why exactly. I mean, if someone was wearing
Was it
Eliza's stuff
because
that wasn't him that got the jacket, I could understand him because he was sort of close to her. But I don't know why he got so upset over the Harry
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
or
didn't he?
Paula.
He was the one who bloody drove the whole Harry thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, because they were wearing clothes of the old bounty tribe that had left, because that's what was at the beach. Is that? I didn't get why everybody was so upset about it at first. I was like, it's their people. Let them do what they want. But
Do they want them to go
Now
naked? Is that what they want?
understand.
Jesus.
Yeah, but because they had swapped and yeah.
Well, they're dropping their buffs, Ben. They might be going naked.
So I reckon.
What did you think the first time you heard the phrase "drop your buffs" earlier in the week as the newbie, or were you just bamboozled? Or dropped
Mum
down
was
to your
watching
buff?
it with me, and we both went, "What?
What?
Are
I
they
didn't know it
getting
was this
naked?"
Phase 2. Everyone get your kid
I was
off.
like, "Why? Why? What are we doing?"
They're already in their underwear. Like,
The
what do you
losers
want?
must take off their clothes.
They got to do a lap around the pool
I
table.
was so confused. And so, like, I don't need to see more of these people than I already am forced to see.
There's already a very thin layer of fabric.
There was well, let's talk about when they
Yeah.
had to drop their buff. So there was a moment in that first episode this week where one team, I can't remember which one it was, had won the meat pie challenge, and then David says, "Okay, drop your buffs," and I'm instantly thinking, "Whoa, shit! People who lost are going to get meat pies."
You weren't the only one. I think it
That's what
confused
I
everybody.
thought too. I was
Yeah.
really excited because I was like, "Oh, those people haven't eaten for like 2 weeks. Let them have food."
And then
then
Jackson
no.
gave Ben some pie, which was really nice because Ben was like totally eyeing it up, going, "Oh, that looks." He's like, "That looks really, really good."
It was very, very sad.
because they had 6 for 8 people as opposed to 2 for 8 people.
They just cut the 2 up into really small pieces, you know.
Ben has some
Yeah.
great expressions sometimes. He's just really glum. I want to do it, but I'm too busy smiling about it. Just
Yeah.
the tribe merge sort of was like a little bit odd in the it has happened before, but it was fair. Not a lot actually changed. Like they changed beaches, but there weren't many people that you hear the phrase sort of swap screwed or
most of the alliances stuck together.
Yeah, like Mark's been on the wrong side of
Mafia
that before.
cartel, sorry. Cornchip cartel stayed together, although it's RIP Cornchip cartel.
Yeah. There's still 2 surviving members, I'll have you know.
So on one side
it
we
was
had
Mark, John,
and Caleb.
Oh, I don't think Caleb was the Cornchip cartel.
He was, yeah, he is.
Mark,
I thought it was
John.
Mark, Don, and Caleb. Yeah, they're the Cornchip cartel.
I thought it was Jackson.
No.
I thought it was the big
No.
boys.
No, it wasn't. But that reminds me that at the beginning of the episode on Monday, because Don's name came up again at the end of last week, he's just like, "Oh, you know, I really need to change my game so my name stops coming up." And
Got to
there
start
was
playing
one,
a social game.
yeah, and there was one time when we were talking with Sally, and I think it was Keely, might have been Faith.
When they were trying to get all the mud off them and stuff.
yeah,
in the water.
and it was Keely. Thank you, because he's scrubbing Keely to get the mud off her. But Sally just straight up says, "I love it when you kiss my ass, Don."
Yeah.
But ironically,
more of this.
at camp, Don gives this big, it'll just be really nice to not have my name come up again. Or I got bad news for you, Don.
Yeah. That made me
players
sad
just-
too. The only one I wasn't sad about this week was Lindell, so
Yeah. I think this season players are definitely more like blunt with each other. There's usually way more just
Tact.
sort of being a little bit careful with your words, or not necessarily outright lying, but they're being very direct this time. It's not normally quite
Do you-
like this, Katie.
I was going to say, is it an Australian kind of thing? Because you don't see it on the US ones from the 2 episodes I've watched so far. They don't seem as like rude to each other. They're more trying to hide their
No.
hatred of each other.
Well, I think the rudeness has mainly been Faith. She's been like outright rude to people. Like she was really rude to Tez. And
Yeah.
sure, he's a bit dumb
And also,
and useless,
Who's
but
going to burn
still,
Johnson
let
to
him
the
have
ground?
his own opinions though as well. Let him have his own opinions. He doesn't have to listen to what you say.
she's treating him like a kid, basically, infantilizing.
Yeah.
Yeah, very sort of
He's
disrespectful.
probably
Yeah,
homeschooling them all
disrespecting
on
him.
the island.
I can't
Yeah,
wait
they're
until
very
Faith gets voted
dismissive.
off.
But I mean,
Oh my
Mark did
God.
that as well. I mean, Mark told him to go away in that first tribal where he stood up as well. Like they just really don't rate him or respect him at all, and they're sort of not interested in coddling him at all, I guess.
And he keeps saying,
I don't know that
having
they
camera
would've had to
talks
coddle him.
where he's
Yeah,
always like,
coddle's the right word.
I've got big plans, I'm going to do great things. But it's like, no, you're not.
Nah.
You're not.
He didn't have an alliance to have great plans. He was screwed regardless.
I
The
reckon.
only
Yeah.
time it could have gone
I reckon
well
he
for
could have done
Lindell
something
wasn't
if
on
he
the chopping
tried.
block.
I mean, Caleb was
When
trying
he
to help
suggested
him.
Faith to Rich and Lindell, I think they
Yeah.
could have maybe gotten that a bit further if they had actually tried.
I forget who it was who initially kind of put the story out that Caleb and Pez were
Mark.
against each other. I remember it just kind of got created. Like they
It
just
was
sort of said,
Mark.
"Oh, this person said you," and it just caught on straight away. Like,
Yeah.
and you're right. They were well. I don't know how close they were before, but we kind of assumed that they were together. But as soon as that story happened, and then they voted for each other, it was just like, well, they're not coming back from this.
And it's funny as well
That was
because
when they
they're
were
both
trying to get out.
they're both people who are just like could have allied with each other.
They needed each other.
Yeah, and Mark created this story where it's like, no, that's not going to happen.
And I
Yeah,
guess
Yeah.
they needed
You guys
Johnson.
need to hate each other.
The only other one who went out on that tribe was Kat at the very start. So, yeah, I guess once Johnson kind of got undermined, and then I don't know, it seemed that there was a little bit where it looked like, maybe Tez. Well, I didn't actually think he would get it together, but he was sort of trying to raise a few people, sort of like saying, "Oh, well, we do actually have the numbers if we can kind of get people on the same page." But there's so much distrust already.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he suggested Faith to Rich and Lindell, and then Rich said to him, "I'm not against this idea," but then he voted for him tonight. So, poop on you, Rich. Cash flow, Rich.
Yeah, I don't understand why everybody's trying to keep Rich now because actually he hasn't really. I don't think he's doing anything. He's just dead weight, in my opinion. I don't
He'll be
understand
the
why
next
everybody's
one
bending
from
over
the
backwards.
Tribe gone. He will not stay in that tribe.
Liked him more as it's gone on. Well, I was saying to Ben at lunch today, like in the beginning, he seemed like they have sort of this archetype of, somebody coming in who's good at business, especially like an older guy.
Yeah.
And they end up sort of just being
He's definitely
arrogant
been
or
capable.
out of touch or whatever, but he hasn't really been like that at all. He's actually
No,
been
I've liked him.
more than I expected.
I just don't think he's
Yeah.
actually really. He's been such a sheep this whole season, and even then, it's like he's such a floater. He could just goes whatever way the wind blows and goes with whoever talks to him. He's just
Well, I guess we should talk about, in the last episode, the one where Lyndall went out, he was sort of trying to cook something with Tez
Yeah.
there at one stage.
Mm.
He realized he needed to start doing something. I don't know whether Tez is the right person to start trying to do it with, but
I mean, it could have worked if Tez and Caleb were closer and they all voted together, but that wasn't going to happen because Tez and Caleb have beef apparently. Although Caleb was really supportive to him around the campfire, or not around the campfire, at the camp. In this episode, I was like, "Oh, is this a bromance forming?" And then no.
Caleb was genuinely trying to just give him some advice.
Why don't you try this? Why don't you try that?
Yeah.
Don't give up, mate.
Knowing pretty well that he would be the other one that they would choose.
Mm.
It was between those two and Rich.
So I want to know, guys, of the people who are left, who can you not stand at the moment?
Oh, how long do you have?
So, like, say Aisha, her comment in this week, this
Have you done a 180?
episode. No, I haven't done a 180. But she lowered herself in my eyes, which
an inch?
that's
Like, who was it? Wasn't it Faith who was talking about going down an inch?
But I'm worried for her because she's being too prominent. She needs to back off, I think. Then there's Ben. I love Ben. I seriously, I would love to hang with Ben because he just seems like a lot of fun.
You reckon you and Ben would get on, do you?
No.
I reckon you're nothing alike.
No, absolutely they would not. They would have nothing in common.
I would still love to hang with him.
It'd be fun though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He'd be fun. I don't think we've got anything in common, but I reckon he'd be a ball.
Yeah.
Then there's Blanche.
What did they say about him today?
I actually think Blanche. That's it. Blanche switching tribes has been great because she's fed so much information to them. It's been really good for her, and the fact that she's gotten in with Cameron and Aisha is really good for her. Hopefully that alliance isn't blown up real soon now. Brooke, she's real safe. Brooke is so safe.
I feel like
right?
we've barely even seen her say.
I really thought she was going to play her idol tonight as well, and I was like, "Don't you do it?"
Didn't have to.
Wait and
Tonight
see.
we saw her when she was part of a discussion about doing something about someone, and so she was definitely in that discussion and kind of leading it. Was it Aisha? Was it?
She was in the Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Conversation as well.
Yeah, that's right. And then there was Caleb. He's grown on me, but I still think he's annoying.
Caleb's good entertainment is how I see it. I don't need to watch him for the whole show, but he's good entertainment while he's on it.
Even though he seems like he's just eaten like 5 Red Frog lollies and he's just like about to bounce off the walls.
He drank a liter of pure red cordial. No, he's like, Caleb is like a match waiting to be thrown into a firecracker warehouse. That's what he is. Cameron. I really like Cameron a lot. I don't think he will win, but I like his personality.
I'm sort of so.
And I like that he's
really
geeking out about things that are happening at Tribal Council. He's like, "Oh, did you see that?"
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, some of the comments. Yeah.
Faith, I want her out. I'm very annoyed by her.
The answer to your question is probably her. Although she is actually playing well, but yeah, she is like annoying. Well, not annoying.
I do look
She's
forward to
I just
her
don't like what she's doing.
Mark. Or Mark flipping on her. I'm looking forward to that bust up.
I think when it happens to Faith, I don't think it's going to be a blindside. I think she'll see it coming and she won't be able to stop it.
Oh, okay.
That's all. I think that'll only be if she makes it further. Because if they stay on the tribes they're on now, there's no way she would ever fear getting voted off.
I don't see how she's getting voted off anytime soon.
I know, which sucks.
I mean, they did raise her name there for a little bit, didn't they? That was it her that Tez and Rich were talking about?
Yeah,
it was
but
never going
only
to get
one
up.
of them
But
was
it
left.
was interesting that they said her rather than.
Yeah. And then Tez did damage control.
Oh, that's right. We also had a
didn't need to
conversation.
do.
Yeah.
I forgot about
We
the
also had a
damage control.
Oh, go on, finish that one then.
Fucking
Tez,
Yeah,
Tez
look,
having
okay,
to
I-
bring up a name in it.
Okay, so I was talking with
Couldn't even say it.
Mark and whoever, I think it might have been Sally or Keely or something like that. And
Richard
they
Lindell.
I was talking with Richard Lindell, and they just put me on the spot. Okay, and I just want you to know that I didn't it didn't mean anything, but he's just like
What?
going
So
on
what
and on.
do you
He says, I might have put your name out there. She says, oh no, he says, I said your name, but it didn't mean anything. And she says, but you put my name out there.
I'm
As soon
surprised
as
she
he told her
listened
that,
to
I was
him
like,
for
you're
that long.
going. Yeah, well.
I guess a
guess
master's
here we
in
are
criminal
saying
law.
Here we are saying that she's sort of been a bit mean to him, but like, he did raise her name.
But I feel like that was from pressure, not from him actually wanting to say her name necessarily. He
Yeah,
just
they were
picked
kind
a
of giving
name.
him enough rope
I don't think
to
he has
hang himself.
any thought of his own about who he wants gone at that
I'm
point in
kind of
time.
interested to hear, because I listen to all these, podcast episodes they do with people after they
No.
leave Katie, and some people, like Johnson just sort of bloviate. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but
That's how you say it,
That's
yep.
what he did. He just full of bluster and bravado, and it's all about himself, and it didn't sound like the real story at all. I kind of wonder whether Tez might have interesting things to say about what he thought about the game, but I just couldn't do X or Y, or whether he'll be a bit more like he was sort of at the end there going, oh, I was going to flip on everyone and would have done all this great stuff. I hope it's not like that. I hope it's because he has watched a lot of Survivor. I hope he can sort of say where he got stuck and just be honest about it. Like what he knew, what he didn't know, and just how he kind of got cornered and just couldn't. He was sort of too passive to do anything about it.
Mm.
And nobody
Yeah, he-
respected him enough to
Yes,
be included in a conversation, which I think it was probably the hardest part.
He needed a tribe swap. That's what he needed. He needed
Yeah,
to get out of
he did.
that
He
tribe.
really did.
Yeah, but he didn't get
Yeah.
it. I knew when he didn't swap
got
that
it.
it was just like, he's gone. He's so
It was a
gone.
matter of
They're
time.
He's
Yeah.
already on everyone's hit list.
Mm.
What
was
did you think
another
of the challenges
conversation
this
tonight.
week? Oh, sorry, go.
Where Keely and Faith was talking about, where Keely was saying, we do actually have the numbers for Mark here, and Faith didn't sort of
She's just trying to
react
ride that
too
fence.
badly. Yeah,
But she was
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
You
can
want
you
to
like,
sit on
can I sit on this? It's like, so that's a no then."
Yeah, it was
I
obviously a no.
think she was gonna consider it though. I think it was, that could be a later.
I mean, she does know he has to go. It's just
she said that, didn't
when
she?
she wants him to go. But I feel like the earlier you can get him out, the easier it'll be to get him out. If you wait longer.
Yeah. The
harder to
downside
get
of
him
doing
out.
it too early is like if they had taken him out a couple of weeks ago, then suddenly they're kind of the big dogs on that tribe, and they're like the next target that someone wants to take
Yeah,
out.
okay.
And there's just the two of them, and then there's sort of numbers against them. So
They're the big boys, if you will.
yeah, you'll hear people say talk about shields a lot. Like they often want someone who's a bigger target than them in front of them.
Yeah. Okay.
So can we talk about the challenges this week?
Do it.
I
Yeah,
really,
I
liked-
rely on you to remember all the challenges, by the way.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
I've really liked the challenges this week. There was a lot of variety, and
It was
So-
actually.
I've already talked about, because I talked to you about one at lunch today, which was the one where they had to throw the ball up into the thing that would then roll, and they had to dive underneath and then catch the ball, and then throw it into a hoop. Oh my god, that was amazing! When I was talking, I don't know if you remember this, Katie, but when I was talking with Michael about it, I particularly noted that David, the host, was just having a ball, laughing his head off while he was commentating the whole thing. It was brilliant.
That was a fun one because it wasn't strength based.
Yes. And you weren't against someone, really? You were really against yourself?
Yeah. I mean, well, you were against someone.
As long as no one, hit your ball away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was Faith. Yeah, Faith again.
I mean...
She's a piece of work.
That was it. Yeah, that's part of it. But she was the only one who did it that we saw as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked that one.
But yeah, but there were some other good ones as well.
We had the one that had the spelling at the end.
Yep. That
they were all stumped by.
Yeah, even I was like, wait, what is it? But I think it was Aisha that actually got it.
I had seen it and Shan was watching it, but she hadn't seen what the words were. And as soon as it left the screen and I went to tell her what it was, I was like, I've forgotten and I can't remember it. And they're showing them putting it together. I'm like, I can't remember. I got it towards the end.
But... Flame was like the last word, right? Maybe.
Yeah. Lose a flame. Yeah.
There are a few people online pointing out that for a while there they had they were trying to use the wrong "you're" at the start of their sentence.
Yes.
They were trying to do a "you are."
I saw that and I was like, oh my god, you people!
Saying it was really hurting them saying it there. But yeah, that bit that they've recapped in the preview today at the start, where at the end of that challenge, Simon said, "I can spell." It's because he had previously really stuffed up on a spelling challenge. Yeah. So I like that Simon can poke fun at himself.
Simon is actually one of my faves. I think because of that.
You like the dumb ones, do you? The himbos.
I like the goofy one. I don't know, the one that can make you laugh.
He's not goofy. He is not goofy. I just want to make sure you understand that. He's dumb.
I think he's a little goofy. He's a bit of both, I think. Because, I like Jackson.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, okay, it's not... You're right. He comes off as pretty dumb, but... But
no, he does. And seeing the video where he thought the cookie was the thing.
Oh, you did. Did you end up watching that, Ben? I sent it to you 3 times.
I haven't watched it.
No, I know you haven't because you would have really enjoyed it if you watched it.
He put it in his butt crack and it's food.
and then he's
in his butt crack. And then the other guy touched it.
The cookie idol wasn't. It was hidden in the cookies. But he's asking the guy to feel around the back of his pants to feel the idol.
The other guy asked if he could. It's crazy. There's no shame.
He says, "Dude, this is a cookie. I'm gonna eat it. Watch."
Don't eat butt crack cookies, Ben. Come on.
Oh,
what other challenges did we have?
Oh, I can't remember any of the other ones.
The spelling one was the one with the ladder, right? The heavy ladder that they had to bring with them.
Oh, yeah. That was right after the tribe swap when all the strong people were on one tribe. And
it was still pretty even, surprisingly.
Oh, you reckon?
Because was it Ben and Simon?
Yeah.
Who just carried the ladder by themselves at one point?
Yeah, and on the other side, they just kind of had Mark.
Yeah.
And
they all did it together.
Yeah. And that was after Don had already gone. One thing we haven't talked about is how Don went out the first time, because that was a pretty interesting tribal as well, where Mark didn't get the say. He thought he was driving it, and in the middle of the tribal, Keely kind of just decided, basically, and whispered to the 2 people who had been tribe swapped on the end of the line,
to do Don,
Lyndall and Rich, to change it and put it on Don. And they didn't really have any particular affinity to Don. So
and they got Tez too as well. And he I'm pretty sure he followed through on that.
They got Tez and
they told Tez don't tell Mark. That's what they said.
Yeah. So it was pretty significant for them getting one that Mark didn't have a say in. It was very much influenced, I thought, by the way the producers had them sit. Like, I don't think she could have pulled that off if she didn't have them all on one end and Mark at the other end. Normally, they can't kind of whisper that openly and not have it sort of noticed.
Whenever I watch the tribal councils, I'm always like, man, the guys who do the audio work on this are incredible. You'll get like whispered conversations, which are just like crystal clear on the show. Yeah, it's so good.
Like when they were talking in the endurance challenge, the one for the immunity, individual immunity, and they were all talking in their pairs. I'm like, they're right next to you. Like, you're not being very quiet. They can hear you.
That was quite a good challenge too, the way they put that together.
Yeah, it was.
People on opposite tribes.
And also, we should probably address Richard's really pathetic moment of begging Mark to throw it, which was just like, oh, this is not a good
It's worked before.
Oh, yeah, it worked in the first season that I watched. You remember?
in one of those seasons, yeah.
Yeah, it was the very...
I was a little bit like, this isn't comfortable.
I think it was like one of the last challenges. That girl was like begging the guy
Christy,
please, and please, can you throw it? And they were in agony at this stage.
Well, not throw it, just sort of give it to me, kind of.
He's like, please, give it to me, I need it. And then Tez tonight being like, I can't go out like this, but then he did anyway. It's just like, oh God, really not a good look.
Yeah, I don't know how he could have done it. I'm not saying I would have done any better, but it just felt like, just take a swing. Like, even if you just fall flat on your face, like, just have a go. But yeah, the way he sort of went out, unfortunately, it was, I don't want to go out like this. It was just,
Yeah. There's lots of things I want, but they don't happen. Yeah. He knew.
We haven't talked much about Lyndall. Pull your heart out for Lyndall now.
Nah, not happening. She was another mean girl. She was mean too. The thing
I love that she didn't play our idol. It was
it was good. Oh no, but we found out that they'd already taken it. They just didn't show it on the show, right, Michael?
I only shared it right before the episode, but there's been in the community, there's been all this sort of confusion about whether or not she had it. And there's an interview that I haven't listened to yet where
because she was on a new beach. Is that why?
No.
Yeah, no, apparently they took it off her at the tribe swap, the same way that they had told Brooke that they would take it off her. But we were confused about it because they show or they played audio of her talking about it after the tribe swap. Like they've edited it weird. So
did they take it because she changed beach and that one was only valid on the bounty?
No, because it was only valid for the first 3 or something like that, wasn't it, Michael?
I forget why exactly. All right, I'm going to read this out. It was from it was Mike Bloom, who's on the Rob Has a Podcast network. He said, okay, finally got Idlegate sorted out. Just finished talking with Lyndall where she said they actually did take her idol at Tribe Swap. Not sure why they decided to pretend that wasn't the case for those 2 episodes, but what Brooke says is true. That they basically warned them that it was going to get taken away, and that was why Brooke said that she played it.
Yeah, so it was only available for the first 3 tribal councils. That was it.
3.
Yeah. Oh, first 6.
Was more,
6?
Yeah.
It was first 3 weeks or something like that.
Oh, we're at the end of the 3rd week now, I think. Yeah.
Anyway, so
that was kind of the show's fault for getting us so confused about that. But so yeah, as much I was really, I mean, you kind of liked that she went home with an idol in her pocket, right? But it turned out, nope.
That's
she did
kind of depressing. Now I'm just like, boo.
That was a really interesting vote too, though, and Mark kind of explained it in this episode as well, that basically they were trying to get Lyndall out, but they were also trying to get Tez to put a 3rd vote on Rich, was it? Yeah, so that if she did have an idol somehow, they would still get Richard out as their number 2 target, and it kind of gives them an opportunity to see whether Tez will play with them or not. But he was so adamant that he wasn't going to just be a follower that he kind of, it's no wonder they didn't trust him. Like that was the second time he'd said something like that, I think, that he didn't want to just do what he was being told. Sometimes you got to go along to get along.
Yeah. You got to at least pretend.
But Tez is definitely one of those kinds of people who, if he hears his name, he sort of freaks out. So we've had a few people like that this season, and they always get voted out. So as soon as they hear their name, they're like, "Oh,
Don was one of them."
Yeah, Don was, and he engineered his own demise. Yeah, for some reason, people don't like hearing their own name.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I
What's
love
wrong with
hearing
them?
my name.
Good one, Katie.
We don't. What do we know about Sally?
You got it.
Not much.
We
know that she was brought in on the Faith Keeley, but that's right. She went immediately to Don.
Yes.
Oh no. Oh, that's right. Yeah, and then started talking about. Oh, you're not really close with Mark, are you? Oh, good. In that case, I'll tell you about how.
I'll tell you the whole plan.
It was like, are you a cop? No. Okay.
Keeley and Faith had agreed to that with her, right? But then when she told Don and Don told Mark, they pretended like they knew nothing about it. Is that what happened, or did they really not know anything about it?
She really didn't need to tell Don. It was just a weird thing for her to give up. And then when they kind of found out later that she'd sort of been loose with it, then now they don't trust her as much.
Yeah. You've got to be aware that there may be a corn chip cartel everywhere.
And I don't know, maybe it was just the way the edit showed it. It might not actually be true, but it looked like, she told Don that, and then Don just immediately went, almost like walked from one conversation over to the next. Can you imagine her just watching Don?
And he's saying loudly, Mark, can I talk to you not about something that I was just talking to Sally about just now?
It probably didn't actually happen like that.
But. No, I don't think it would have.
It is how it looked. It was,
I'm very worried for Aisha.
It just didn't work out.
Go on. I'm very worried for her now that apparently she's on everybody's radar.
Mark said, assumed that Aisha was the one who was on top, right? And then Faith said something similar later as well, I think.
How did they
know
that?
Where does that come from? Is that because Rich said something? Rich and Linda?
No, because I think Aisha got her stride more when the tribe swapped, didn't she?
No, she basically kept her alliance except for Richard.
I think she was actually part of it from the beginning. I just didn't realize. I think I didn't realize at the start how much she was.
Well, because Lottie was driving most of it at that stage, but now she's taken
I was focused on her, but I think
a little bit.
I think they were both in it though. Lottie's sort of been quiet. And, what was it Lottie said tonight that was really funny? Because we haven't heard much from her for a while. What was it? There was was it what Simon was saying? There was something where someone was lying and she was like, nah.
Yeah. She's like, nah, that sounds dodgy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. She's got a very good radar for that kind of thing.
Because her and Simon are besties, right, from the beginning?
Yeah, but during that tribal there, she kind of threw him under the bus a little bit. When went to, who was she talking to on the other side? It was Rich, wasn't it?
Rich, yeah.
So it wasn't the other tribe; it was one of her old tribe mates. Okay, that's not quite as bad.
Yeah.
When I saw her talking to the other tribe, I thought,
before the tribal though, as well. She
wasn't sure whether or not she could trust him.
Told us lie. That was not very well done.
Hopefully now, Rich will just be like, I can't trust Simon like I thought I could, because he just put me in the firing line when to be fair, he got his immunity necklace, But
I think that was Simon's plan the whole time as well.
I think so too.
Was to
Yeah.
try and save Rich. He didn't want to make a
Yeah.
decision in his own tribe, and he wanted to save Rich. I don't think he.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see anything that he did as a slight against Rich.
and the fact
And just
that
in his own head, he was trying to
Dumb
figure
do
out
that. Come on, Ben.
the way
Yeah.
to do it. Like he was trying to come up with this plan about giving the
Yeah.
island away,
Yeah.
and that's why he asked David about it. And he tried to do a deal with Mark to save Rich. Like he was all about Rich.
Yeah.
But in
Yeah.
a kind of backward way, now they were already skeptical of Rich after he did the sort of woe is me plan that they'd initiated on the map, but then spoke to the other tribe for too long. So Mark and was it Faith got sort of suspicious that actually there's more going on, and now
He did
they've
do
all
what they
just
wanted,
seen.
right?
Yeah, he did. He kind of like maybe overplayed it. But anyway, now they've seen how much Simon cares about him, that he would be willing.
So he's a
to
target, yeah.
Yeah. So like they were already
He's
on
a
the
target
cusp
anyway.
of voting. Like they may have even voted him out tonight if it hadn't. If he hadn't been immune, so it might have been the right thing for Simon to do, but he's really going to be a target now.
Yeah.
So we've still got a lot of people on both tribes. I reckon this coming week, we've got a double elimination coming up. We've got too many people.
Yeah, well, they
Only,
didn't end up doing a
Bounty
non-elimination,
has too many
which
people.
people have been expecting.
Oh,
So
actually,
what have we got?
that
1,
reminds me.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Tonight's-
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, gone.
Tonight's tribal council, both tribes come to tribal council, was very anticlimactic for the from the audience's perspective, because we're expecting something
Yeah.
big, but actually it was just a regular tribal council. But
Yeah,
from
they just
the
had
from the
fire
players'
thing first.
perspective, it was actually interesting because they're just like, oh shit, we need to plan, we need to decide what we're going to do. We don't, because there's all these different scenarios. So that
Yeah.
it sort of forced them, even if they didn't end up having to go to tribal council, that they had to have those discussions as if they were going to. I thought it was really, really
Yeah.
interesting.
Or if they wanted to be going or not to be going, like
Mm.
if they wanted to throw it or not.
Yeah,
The
I
last
thought that
main
was
Australian
interesting.
season, I think they did the same thing where they got to choose someone to do fire. But there's also been other ones in the past, I'm pretty sure I'm correct in saying, that they've had where they've actually voted someone off each tribe, and then those two people have gone to fire against each other. But here they got to pick them.
I was disappointed
Yeah.
that David let them go on discussing it for so long. Who was going to do the fire? I was like,
Yeah,
oh
it's
yeah,
like-
man.
Going to cut them off, didn't it?
Yeah, I was like, oh, do the pebbles, man. Do the rocks. Come on, do it.
I was
Throw the
pleased
chaos
with the rock.
stones.
And it wouldn't have been the end of the world
People
anyway.
can't
Like,
make fire.
why didn't they just force him? Like, if they didn't want Simon to do,
They
the
could have asked
fire-
Jack. They wanted Jackson to do it, didn't they?
but if they couldn't all
Jackson
agree
came
at
Simon,
a
so
certain
they didn't
point,
know.
at a certain point, David was going to get them to draw rocks. So if
Yeah.
they could have just like stalled until he did it,
Mm.
rather than like they sort of just let Simon do it in the end.
Yeah, and wow, they both got their fires going really big. And that's probably the biggest I've seen them in a while in all my many seasons of Survivor. Just FYI.
It just seemed
Yeah,
like
they were pretty big compared to other ones.
Yeah.
it did seem like he was trying not to do well at the start, and then I guess at a certain point he's like, "Well, it's going now. I can't.
Yeah.
I
what
guess
can I
I'll just win
do?
it now." I wonder how he'll
I
explain
thought-
it next week.
I thought they had both talked about throwing it anyway. Although Mark really wanted to get rid of someone. No, Mark didn't want to get rid of someone. Faith really wanted to not throw it.
Hmm.
No, to throw it.
No, it
If they
was.
throw it, they
Get a
would have
bit
gone to
confused.
tribal council.
I
Yeah.
was very confused about who wanted to lose and who didn't want to lose, and
Yeah.
and I'm not sure I like that whole throwing concept of the game.
It does
either.
take a bit of getting used to.
Yeah.
You got to try and think. Yeah, really strategically. And there's been plenty of seasons before where there's been someone who says, "I don't care what you say. I don't care whether it's strategically better. I'm not going to
I'm
do
not
it."
doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want more of that. Just give us some
I think we've got more
genuine
of that tonight.
give us some genuine arguments, disagreements in the tribes. Come on.
Yeah.
What we didn't get that I was hoping for was that they go to tribal and then Brooke plays her idol and then someone
Else. Yeah.
Yes, well, someone else who had been cheering for them to throw the challenge went out because Brooke played an idol. That would have been sweet.
Yeah, that's a
That's
shame
what
that
I was
didn't happen.
hoping would happen.
What a
that
shame.
they were
There's
gonna
always next week, Michael.
There's only one idol out at the moment and no other advantages, which is a little bit slim. I wouldn't be surprised if there's another one soon. We've still got 15 players. They normally, because I know Katie hasn't seen it before, these days they usually get into 2 or 3 players at the last tribal council, often 3 these days, and then the jury's made up of between 7 to 9 kind of people that end up choosing the eventual winner. So you end up with about 10, 11. We're at 15 now.
So we've got about 2 weeks more before we start getting jury members, basically.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think they said a normal Australian season's about 24 episodes, and we've had what have we had? 9.
9.
Yep.
That's why there's often non-eliminations as well. That people were expecting, and we didn't actually get one this week. So,
yeah, interesting.
Anyway,
I've been enjoying this still. How are you liking it, Katie?
I'm enjoying it a lot.
I can tell you're liking it, which makes me happy. It is a lot of TV though.
When I was watching it, I watched Mondays yesterday during the day, and Mum was working from home, so she was watching it with me. And I was like, "Do you want me to wait for you to come home to watch it?" And she's like, "No, I don't care about it." And then she's sitting there going, "Oh, what's happening? Who's this? What's going on with that? I thought that person." I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, she totally doesn't care about it.
Nah, not at all.
That's all I had for tonight.
Yeah. And then the American episode will be up in about 15 hours.
Yep, looking forward to it.
Yes.
Pretty good. See you in week 4.
Okay, until next time.
Is that how you do it every time now?
Yeah, it is. Bye.
Until next time.